This is Roger with Wheel Kinetics in Tucson, Arizona. We're selling this truck as a 2002 Ford F250 Crew Cab Long Bed. It's a Lariat, which means leather. It's a 7.3 liter turbo diesel, and it is four-wheel drive. Purchased directly from an insurance company. It is on a salvage title due to theft, not collision. If you want to know how that happens, you have a vehicle that's not wrecked or damaged and is on a salvage title, watch the little 3-minute animated video in our ads and it'll tell you exactly how. But basically, it's lawyers for the insurance companies wanting a divorce from this truck. So when they sell it to us, we sell it to you. You run a stop sign. Lawyers find out that they owned it before us. You can't go after them because for any reason. So that's basically their way out. Now I'm going to walk you around. I'm going to tell you all about it. We do about a 2-hour inspection on every vehicle we get in with the wheels off, put it in the air, drive it, fluids, measurements, everything. Whatever we need to fix, we do. Some things are optional. We'll tell you what's wrong, what we did fix and what we didn't fix. In this case, number 5 injector wasn't firing right, so we replaced it. The steering stabilizer strut, which is right there, wasn't straight. Someone had bumped a curb with it, so we replaced it. This obviously we didn't replace. There's a little crack in the grill. You can get an aftermarket one for about 60 bucks. That looks cooler than the Ford option if you want. Front tires, rear tires, they all look like they're about 60 or 70% tread all the way around. Cosmetically, for an 02 with 230,000, it's in pretty dang good shape. No major dings that I can see. I do see a couple little nicks on the bedside. The tailgate has some nicks in it, that type of thing, but nothing real major. That being said, this is not a beauty queen, so if you're buying this to show off, that's kind of silly. If you're buying this to tow with, then you'll be happy. If you're buying this to go to work with, you'll be happy. But if you're buying this to show off, it's the wrong truck. That's not what you should be doing. Anyway, as usual on these trucks, the tailgate's always the roughest part. This one has a gooseneck hitch in it, so I'm guessing that whoever owned this thing probably had the tailgate off when they were towing, and people are not very smart sometimes, so they lay the tailgates face down. Very common. I'm told the rear backup sensors don't work. We don't deal with those. We drove for 130 years without them. I don't really know why we need them now, other than you have a really bad back and a very bad sense of where you are in a parking lot. And there's the rollover. That's what you turn to turn the hitch out in the bed. What else am I told? I'm told we're waiting on a passenger rear door latch, which is why they tell me when we do our test drive in a minute, we're likely to get a door rattle from the passenger rear door, and this door light is on because we're waiting for a door ajar sensor to show up. 231,159 miles. I'm going to open up the hood. We're going to be looking for Ford logos, emblems on all 4 fenders and on the front side of the core support. That will indicate that no pieces have been replaced on the vehicle. That's the Ford emblem there on the passenger fender. There's the Ford emblem on the core support. New battery on this side. Another new battery on this side, so both batteries are new. There's your Ford emblem there. And there's your Ford emblem there. Like I said, number 5 injector is also new. I kind of got to hurry because it's freaking 105 right now and my phone overheats, which is nice. There's your driver rear door window. Rear seat looks great. Let's make sure there's no surprises there, and there's not. Headliner looks good. Let's go to the other side. That's your driver or passenger rear window. Nothing going on there. Let's see. There's your passenger front window. Let's see. Oh, I gotta work the door locks on the other side, don't I? They won't let you use the door locks unless you're on the driver's side. There's a heated seat. On and off. It's a manual sliding seat, which would be great if they all were on the passenger side. Less to brake. Nice truck. Of course, my favorite trucks have crank windows and no radio. And there's your driver window. Let's see. Passenger window. Wow, that button is hot. Woo. Ouch. Wow, that's hot. Okay. Out, in, up, down, other side, out, in, up, down. Okay? Door locks. There you go. Heated seat on, heated seat off. This is a power seat on this side. That's forward, that's back, whole seat up, whole seat down, front seat up, front seat down, rear seat up, rear seat down. Oh, let's get inside. Okay, and the air works. Beautiful. Beautiful, the air is blowing ice cold. Obviously it doesn't have a radio. We always leave that for the next guy. Every time we spend, you know, $100 on a used Ford radio, we're asked if we want it back because they're going to put their own radio in at Best Buy, and Best Buy will do it for $200 with speakers and everything. So there's no point in putting a radio in when it's a preference thing. As I said, the rear sensors don't work, so that doesn't matter. There's your tow on and off. I'm going to move this thing forward a bit so I can demonstrate the four-wheel drive, and I don't back into anything behind me there. Like I said, that light will go out once we get our sensor for it. It does have tilt wheel, which I'm doing right now. That works fine. All right, let's see. We're in neutral. Let's go to 4 low. Now we're in 4 low, as you can see over there. Okay. Drive. Yeah, that's definitely 4 low. That would be the granny gear. And reverse. Perfect. All right, neutral. Back to 4. Let's turn that off. I guess the light stays off on this part. So now we're in 4 high. And we're in drive. And we're in reverse. So 4 high and low work perfectly and very quickly. The air is blowing ice cold, which is really appreciated right now because it is freaking blazing. All right, neutral. Back to 2-wheel drive. Let's go for a ride. All right, it's on a salvage time. Oh, you know what? Does this thing work? Nope. These things never work. If you want this to work, buy about 5 or 6 of these online. They go out about every 3 months. They're $29 on eBay. That's why they're so cheap, because they go out fast. Anyway, let me turn the air down so you can hear me a little bit better. Feels good. All right, if you're going to come to Tucson and drive it home, obviously you need plates and insurance. You can't do that with a salvage title. So we have to take it to the police here. They do an inspection. Please remember, you're going to hear that passenger rear door needing a new latch. My guys tell me our roads are like Bolivia. This is gigantic. Look at that pothole. They said when you hit a big one, you'll hear it rattling. That's the door latch. Anyway, in order to drive it, you need plates and insurance. You need a restored salvage title. We have to take it to the cops. They inspect it. We charge $200 to do that. We have to get up about 6 in the morning to be there at 8. In line first at 8. So we're there about 7 o'clock with the truck physically. Then they require us to stay with it until they're done. Sometimes that's 15 minutes, sometimes that's 10 hours, depending on police activity. If they have anything they have to do, then it's longer. That's why we charge $200 to cover those days when our guy's sitting there staring at the truck all day. So that's $200. There's a $250 dock fee, and then there's taxes. Taxes are 2% city sales tax here in Tucson, plus whatever your state tax rate is. So if your state tax rate is 3%, you're going to pay 5%. If your state tax rate is 7%, you're going to pay 9%. Okay? This thing runs really, really good. Really good. Aside from that door rattling around. I've had a little run of those last, like, 3 out of the last 10 trucks or so had a passenger rear door latch assembly broken or loose, and that's like this one. Please make sure you get your deposit in. Once you get a deposit in, we have a deal. It's $500. We put your name and a banner over the truck, and you'll know it's yours until it's for sale. If you pay by wire and ship, all you pay is the agreed upon price. I strongly suggest you add $200 and have us restore it before it leaves. But if you don't, that's fine. Just make sure that with the Arizona salvage title, the truck itself, and our bill of sale, you can get it done wherever you are. Call authorities there. Get a first and last name of that person, so when they're wrong, you know who to strangle. Trust me, it's a lot easier to have us do it. It's a lot easier for us to have you do it. But we want our customers to have things handled correctly, and that's, with a lot of information, okay? Information is king, and we give as much as we possibly can give to you so that the right truck falls into the right hands. Now I'm to the part of the videos where I always tell people this is a used vehicle. If you want to know that it's not going to have any problems with it a week from after you get it, we can't tell you that. The Ford dealers give it a certain number of miles and years for warranty because they don't know what's going to happen. If they don't know, how do we know? If you really want to be upset, if it throws a check engine light or the windshield wiper stopped working or whatever, be upset with Ford. They are the ones who built it. We are the ones who are selling it. We give you as much as we can give you information-wise. Obviously, 7.3s are famous. They're pretty damn near bulletproof, but you never know. I mean, it's got 230,000 miles with it, and it's 12 years old. All right? Anyway, that's my speech. Thank you for your time, and that's it.